Hey Tom, tell me about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay, so basically Sonic the Hedgehog is a super rad, super cool, super fast blue creature that in no way resembles an actual hedgehog in pretty much any way, shape, or form.
Interesting.
It is. See, back in ancient times, all the way back in the 1990s, Nintendo and Sega were bitter rivals, each attempting to outdo each other in the video game market. No matter how many Altered Beasts or Alex's Kids Sega threw out there, customers just wanted one guy. Super fucking Mario.
Oh, Mario, I know him. He's the plumber who keeps eating flowers and mushrooms he finds in filthy pipes, right?
That's right. And kids love blue-collar Italians who can't stop putting whatever they find on the ground in their mouths.
Okay, so what did Sega do? Like, just create some sort of, I don't know, I'm spitballing, a Portuguese lady who fixes cars or some shit? The Super Mariana Sisters?
No, but that's actually a really good idea. Why didn't I think of that?
Wait, aren't we supposed to be talking about Sonic?
Yes. So Sega needed its own amazing video game mascot that had one thing Super Mario never had. Coolness.
So to try and out-cool a 40-year-old Bob Hoskins who can't stop shoving mushrooms into his face, they drew a blue rodent with sneakers.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
They gave him a really cool name.
Sonic the Hedgehog!
Mr. Needlemouse.
What?
Yes, that's right. Mr. Needlemouse, a blue hedgehog who ran around really fast, played in a rock band with other sneaker-wearing animals, and had a blonde human girlfriend named Madonna.
What?
You see what I mean. He was very cool. Anyway, eventually Sega changed his name to Sonic, and they ditched the human love interest because that would have been way too weird.
Okay, phew.
For the time being.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What?
Okay, so what are Sonic's powers?
Check this out. Sonic can run really fast.
Got it.
And when he jumps, he turns into a ball. Sometimes that goes really fast.
Uh-huh.
Also, he can curl up into a little ball and roll really fast.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, well, Mario has Luigi and Princess Peach and Toad. Does anyone hang out with Sonic?
Yes, Sonic has an amazing cast of characters.
Oh, that's great.
There's Tails. He's a fox. He has 2 tails. There's Knuckles. He's an echidna with spikes on his knuckles.
What the fuck is an echidna?
It's basically a hedgehog, but it's uglier, and also it lays eggs because, well, sometimes God has bad days too.
Ew, okay. Any other characters?
Why, yes, there's Amy Rose, a girl hedgehog who's in love with Sonic and carries a giant hammer around. There's Big the Cat, who is a big cat. He's dumb and has a fishing pole because Sega wanted to do fishing in one of the Sonic games.
Is fishing cool?
Please, Nina, name 12 uncool fishermen.
I can't.
Exactly. Then there's even more characters who are equally cool and just as memorable as the ones that I named. I'm going to tell you about them now, and I'm going to stare at my phone while I do it, which has nothing to do with me needing to stare at a Wikipedia article in order to remember their names. There's Knack the Weasel, Vector the Crocodile, Espio the Chameleon, Charmy Bee, Mighty the Armadillo, Rouge the Bat, Cream the Rabbit and Cheese.
Excuse me, did you just say Cream the Rabbit and cheese?
Yes. Have you ever heard of cream cheese? It's very much like that, but one of them is a rabbit and the other is, I don't know.
And this is the cool video game?
Yeah.
Okay, so who does Sonic fight?
Well, Sega has created a roster of awesome villains who can go toe-to-toe not just with Sonic, but also with his cool factor.
As cool as Big the Cat or Cream and Cheese?
Yeah. So you know how eggs are really scary, right?
Jesus Christ.
Well, the main bad guy of the Sonic series is this evil scientist named Dr. Robotnik, who is also sometimes called Dr. Eggman because he's big and round, like a scary egg.
Tom, I hate to tell you, but this is actually not at all cool.
It's not?
No, I expected something way cooler.
Okay, like what if there was an evil metal version of Sonic?
Alright, that's a little better. Hopefully he has a cool name.
He does. He's called Metal Sonic.
Of course he is.
And Metal Sonic isn't the only bad version of Sonic. There's also a super shadowy hedgehog, and his name is...
Oh, is it Shadow the Hedgehog?
How do you know?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, at least Sega made one good decision and didn't give Sonic that human girlfriend you mentioned.
Yes, absolutely. They gave him a totally different human girlfriend in 2006. Hey, guys, we were trying to figure out ways to make interesting new outros, like the kind that would be compelling and fun to watch, while convincing you, the viewer, to like and subscribe. And that somehow led to my boss just telling me all about his weird foot thing that he's working through. It went on for a little bit.